Okay. Hello, everybody. Hello. Welcome. We're going to be doing some more Gunpla related things tonight. We're going to be working on the Kitbash some more. And, yeah. That's what the plan is right now. I'm just doing a little bit more setup before I actually get going. It's quite a bit. I think it's because okay, so I'm just making sure that this webcam that I found in my desk works. Because if it does work, fantastic. If it don't, oh well. I guess we'll find out soon, yeah? This is either going to go spinningly well, or it's going to be an accidental face reveal. We'll see. Alright. Alright. Whoa, what happened there? Hang on. As it happens, I just broke my room. Hi, cat. What's up? Hello. Oh my god. Excuse me. I had to yawn something fierce there, didn't I? Now, you may be noticing if the stream will update. It's not updating for me. It might be updating for everyone else, but it's hard to tell. Hello! Hello, everybody. Hello. But you may have noticed a slight increase in video fidelity. This is because I found a serviceable web camera that's not my phone. So, I can actually show the Gunpla in a clearer fashion that doesn't look like pants. And this is the current progress that we have in the Kitbash build. The armor actually fits. Everything looks more or less alright. I just gotta do a little bit more cleanup, and I have a couple of other things to work on, just to make sure that this back unit actually works the way that I want it to. And, yeah, without further ado, I guess we just get going. Oh god, the skirt armor fell off. No! That's okay, I have to take it off anyway, because I need to shave down this bit right here, just to make it fit better, and to make it more presentable. I also need to do something about the back plate here, so that I can attach things to it, so there's that. Okay. First and foremost, does he have a big sword, or is his battery just happy to see you? I think his battery is just happy to see you, cat. I think that's about it. I think the battery is just a thing. I will say, though, ¿por qué no los dos, indeed? Alright, but his GN sword does flip up. Uh-oh. I'm gonna have to fix that later, but yes, indeed, his GN sword actually flips up and down. Aha! Yaha! Yes, indeed, it actually flips up and down. It's fantastic. It's one part beam spray gun and one part... Sorry, I lost my train of thought. It's one part beam spray gun, and it's one part GN sword, so that's a neato thing. I did make one modification, and by modification I mean I just fitted this correctly, finally, just to make it work right. But I actually flipped the arms around, so let me show this for you. Because normally these are supposed to be on this side, but because of the way that I modified the Rubris Core Gundam, I wanted the Gund bits to actually still sit on there, so in the 3mm adapter holes that I made. So I flipped them around, and honestly, I think it looks better. So that's a thing. Alright, my boy is gonna have to take a nap right here while we do the modifications. And oh lordy Lou, there are a lot of modifications to do. So let's go ahead and get started, shall we? To begin with, I want to integrate this back piece. Reason why is because it looks dope. That's it. No real in-depth explanation there, I just like it because it looks cool. And it'll be more of a backpack unit than the actual backpack unit that I have right now. So, funny enough, I actually need to trim this down a lot, just so that I can make it fit right. And actually, let me just get a good look at this real quick. Do you wear gloves for extra grip? I do, and I don't. I do it mostly so I won't get, like, my skin oil all over the Gunpla. Because I find when I do that, it actually, like, makes it look worse, so... I also work with some, fun chemicals back here. So, behind the scenes, I actually, work with some, Plastaweld. Yes. This stuff. This Plastaweld. If I get my skin on this, it will melt my skin to the plastic. It's also why I keep a fan over here by my desk, so that the fumes of it don't get in my nose and I don't get high. Yes. So while getting high might be fun, I don't want to. If I want to get high, I'll go to the weed shop and go get something more fun. So, I don't need to be huffing glue. Alright, I lost my train of thought again. Jesus. Okay, no, I didn't. I just remembered that a lot of the runners that are on here are mostly just additional things that I don't really need to worry about. Mostly. Oh yeah, I should start the trimming process. And to do that, I'm gonna need to first cut there, and then cut there. I need to make sure that all of my cuts are flush, otherwise this is gonna look really stupid. Because I like the more trimmed down armor piece than I do the full hanging down skirting armor. And all I really want is this infrastructure back here. So when I put it back on, it should just look like one solid piece. My bland ass would cut my glove and I wouldn't notice. That has happened to me before. It's not fun. It can get pretty bad if you cut your glove and you're working with the chemicals. And there was a moment where... Okay, actually, let me tell you this story because it's kind of funny and kind of tragic at the same time. But in this hand, I don't have any feeling in the fingertips. Just because of some nerve damage that I've had at one point. So... Can't do nothing to this. Could even stab the tip of my finger and wouldn't feel it. I'm not going to do that because I don't want to poke my glove. But essentially, what happened was once when I was working with Gunpla is I accidentally plasta-welded my hand, like the tips of my fingers, to a kit that I was working on. And I didn't realize it until after I tried to let go of the piece and it didn't let go. I was like, huh. Well then. I don't think I wanted that, but here we are. So yeah, once upon a time, I plasta-welded my hand to a kit because I couldn't feel it.
Oh no.
Oh no, indeed. It was not a fun time, let me tell you. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you, buddy. It's a faster Gundam. Okay, never mind. Oh, it was bad, yeah. Let me tell you, buddy. It took me a minute to really register that. Oh yeah, I just fused my flesh to plastic. And actually, funnily enough, I do have the build where that happened on. It was because it was one of my old competition builds. Let me bring it down real quick to show you. Because once upon a time, your robot boy tried to enter himself into Gunpla build competitions. Oh my god, he's dusty. He's dusty and he has cobwebs on him. I need to get myself a glass case to prevent this kind of thing from happening. Ugh. Dear God. His name is Dusty now. Well, once upon a time, before the dust... Oh my god. He was my Madrock custom Gundam. I fully painted him out. This was also when I was experimenting with Gundam markers, so the paint on this is kind of janky looking. But, as you can see here, I entered him into like a local Gunpla build competition. And, I didn't win, but I had a lot of fun building him. He has a lot of gimmicks on him. And a lot of the gimmicks that I stuck to him. One is that his visor pops up and down. Can I even make it work again? Oh yeah, I can. I really like the visor face of most of the gym units, so... Yeah. And specifically, I welded my hand to his shield. So, or to one of his shields, I should say. I welded it to this one specifically. Because I was holding the piece like this, and I used some Plastaweld, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna just apply liberally here. And what ended up happening was I got my fingers stuck to it. Or I got my fingers stuck to the shield anyway. But yeah, this was my Madrock custom Thunderbolt version. I built him off of the base of a Origins RX-78-2. His paint is a little janky, and I didn't panel line him. I think I took 5th in the local competition that I did back in the day. And it took me almost a year and like $125 to make him, but he's one of my favorites, and I keep him on a shelf above my desk in my office, just so I can look at him from time to time. I also built him for another reason. I built him because I really loved the Madrock Gundam, but it only existed as P Bandai at the time, so I missed my window to purchase the official Madrock. So I said, F it, I'm gonna make my own. Seems to follow that Gundam. It's funny you say that, because in every single like mech-related thing that I've ever done, blue, white, and gold have always been my like go-to color scheme. Let's see, I'll put them back on the shelf later. I'm just gonna stick them on my desk over here for now. You can chill next to my plate of eggs. Or former plate of eggs, I should say. I already ate them. I'll put them up on the shelf later. But yes, my color scheme has been fairly consistent across the years. Where the fuck are your eggs? I don't know. Presumably in the fridge or in the grocery store. I hope you don't have an egg shortage. Jesus, where did I put my... Where did I put my... I knew I had some bits over here that I could use for this, but... It appears I don't have access to them right now, because I took them... Oh, wait, is that it right there? Get over here. There they are. Fantastic. I need these rods. These rods are a 3mm adapter piece, and I love using them in my kitbashes. Reason why is because if I can make an adapter piece and not have to do any cutting or gluing, that is a boon and a half for me. Oh dear, okay. We have a problem, though. I thought I was going to be able to do this without needing to glue anything. I may need to glue something. I don't want to. I want to glue things. Let's see, will this even work? Hold up. I gotta remove them again real quick. And I gotta make sure that this back section... Oh, Jesus, okay. We have encountered a difficulty. And that difficulty, unfortunately, comes in the form of ill-fitting pieces. So that means I'm gonna have to do some plastaweld. Oh, I don't want to. I don't want to plastaweld, man. I just want to build and make the robot. Okay. So, I'm gonna have to start sanding this down until it is even. And then when it is even, I will be able to stitch things together correctly. While I do this, how are y'all doing tonight? Everything going well? Chillin'? Illin' like a villain? I'll tell you one thing. I went and checked on Udon today. And I feel bad because bro was having a lot of trouble with his stream. Things kept breaking. Tried to help out, and I think it's just his ISP that's being a Dorcas right now. I hope he gets things sorted out. He's a cool dude. From 100 to 3, yeah. Yeah, I saw that. I tried to help him out over Discord, but I think it's just his ISP, because all of his settings look fine, but he kept dropping, and I don't know why. So I'm hoping I hope he's gonna be okay. Because it really sucks when your ISP and your technology just decide not to work. So I'm hoping that I'm hoping that his tech chills out. His ISP limit is a month. Maybe he's been reaching it. Maybe. Who knows? But I hope it gets fixed. He's a cool dude. I want to watch him sometimes. Because I like how chill he is. But yeah. I hope it'll be alright. Let's see, I'm gonna make this one flush as well. Because I need it to sit correctly on itself. Just to make sure of it. I should have been using more Kido Senshi Gundam music for this, since I'm building Gunpla, but Udon is pretty great. He's one of the streamers I watched frequently when I had the time. Sleeps, Prime, and Udon. Yeah, I try to go and check in on him every once in a while, because I like his vibe. He's cool. I really like Prime's vibe, too. Maybe one day senpais will notice me. Not really. Yeah, no. I really like their vibes, and they're cool. They're cool dudes. I like checking them out when I can. I feel bad that I can't go more frequently, just because work has me... Work sucks. I just want to go support my buds. I never knew his model was a girl until he showed it with the hoodie off. I was like, Work does indeed suck. His model's a girl? I'm not gonna lie. I didn't know that. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't know that. I just thought that udon is udon. And udon is the bet. And udon is a dude. And udon is, wow. Thought it was a twink until he took the hoodie off. I'm not gonna lie, I never paid attention. I never paid attention to that. That's funny. I didn't know his model was a chick. Dang. It isn't a custom model, if I remember correctly, but I could be wrong. Gotcha. I gotcha. I'm not gonna lie, I never paid attention. I was like, oh, his model's cool. Now I've learned something. Udon's model's a chick. That's funny. It has big old biddies. I need to use my model more often. I learned something when those biddies came out too. Wait, Sleeps has a model too? What's his? I'm learning a lot tonight. What's that? I'm learning a lot tonight about my buds. What's his model look like? I must know these things for academic reasons. Where did I put my drill? Oh, there it is. Yes, I have a VTuber and a PNG tuber and I face cam. Nice. I'm learning a lot about my buds today. Okay, let's see. I have an idea of how I want to approach this now. Gotcha. His is him. Gotcha. So literally, is it just literally Sleeps' like real face, but like cartoonified, animeified, that kind of thing? What to learn about me today? I really don't like birds. Lulu is an exception. Can't expect myself to make them for others in the future if I don't know how to make one and use it myself. Oh. It's a Twinkie elf vampire character. Gotcha. I gotcha, okay. That's Lulu is indeed a twink vampire. You were Astarian before Astarian was cool. I like that. Astarian is a thwunk. Let's see, here's some... I guess I can give some trivia about myself. Let's see. I know no one asked, but... I'm not a vampire, I'm just alt and autistic. Fair enough. When I was originally thinking about becoming a VTuber, I originally wanted to be a knight. Like, the model that I had in mind at first was to be like a, how do I put this? The model I originally wanted was sort of like this... I don't want to call it a paladin, because that's not quite what it was. But it was a dude in armor who had like really long, like flowing hair because I wanted to have the weird Fabio look. And then I was like, nah. I'm good. So yeah, originally I was supposed to be a knight, and then I didn't. Because I was like, nah, that's not really fit. That doesn't really fit what I want to do anymore. And I changed my mind like 5 different times about what I wanted to be. And then I just decided, you know what, let's just lean into the stupid, like, 90s robot greaser aesthetic. Because that's what my current form is supposed to be, is like a robot greaser. And I wanted to really lean into it at some point. Now I'm trying to... And I showed... I think I showed Cat and... I think I showed both you and... let's see, Cat and Sleeps. Because I'm trying to go for a tokusatsu hero for whenever I do a V2. But yeah, originally I was supposed to be a knight, and then I changed my mind like 8 different times. Especially since I knew I was going to be doing a lot of mech-related stuff, because I love Battletech, I love Gundam, I love anything that has a giant engine in it. And I was like, yeah, being a knight wouldn't really fit that. So I just went with the robot thing. And I ended up liking it a lot. I also ended up realizing that my old model was cursed. The first model that I ever got, I paid someone on Fiverr to make it. And it's quite cursed looking. I think I showed Kat what it looks like at one point, and I think I also showed Sleeps what it looks like. I wonder if I did or not. I don't remember anymore. But I plead the fifth. Fair enough. But yeah, that model was cursed. And not only was it cursed, I lost the program file. I lost the project files for it. So even if I wanted to debut with that thing, I couldn't. Because I physically lost all of the project files for it. It's probably somewhere. And I could probably dredge up the email that I got when I commissioned it. Oh boy, it looked interesting. It was cursed all around, files and all, they vanished. Right. And the funny thing is I paid like $55 for it. Like, that was all the creator wanted for it. And I was like, okay, sure. Wonderful person, I just lost all the files. Let's see. But amidst the things that I had considered being before being a robot, I had also considered being a werewolf. And then I was like, nah, there's probably a lot of those in the VTuber space. I'm not going to be a werewolf. I'd also thought about being like a cyberpunk police officer looking guy. Could definitely make a PNG. The concept you showed me was awesome. What about a werewolf robot? Werebot? Oh god. You know, that might not be a terrible idea. Make a werebot at some point. I mean, if Sonic could do it, so can I, right? Brand it. You know what? The next time I do an art stream, I'm drawing a werebot. If Sonic can do it, so can I, dang it. And you know what's funny is that I could also technically still do the night thing. I'd just be a night robot. I could lean into like the 30 minutes fantasy sort of thing, like Bandai's been doing. That might be interesting too. Were robot, night robot. There we go. If they can have a night Gundam, they can have a night robot. Let's see. I'm not sure if I'm making these big enough, but I need these 3mm adapters, because once I get them done, I'm going to seal it in. So the werewolfness is like Transformers armor. It's used as shield weapons, but his code glitches on full moons and goes a little crazy and can't untransform. And his edges get sharper? I suppose so. I'm really liking the idea of having like a Beasties slash Transformers sort of thing going on with that. That might be interesting. I'm already leaning into the SD Gundam with this, and you know what I think the greatest compliment I've ever gotten since I started being a VTuber is someone asked me if I based my model on a Justin Nerd glasses, it would be damn cool, and you would be a were animal of any variety. That's very true. But someone told me once that I reminded them of Metabots, and I'm like, you are instantly my friend. Because I used to think that, at least insofar as my community goes, that I was the only one who knew what Metabots was. Facebook bots. Metabots was incredible back in the day. Don't mind that. We had the GBA games, my friend group back in the day. Yeah. My friends were Yu-Gi-Oh!, Magic the Gathering, and I was the only one who really, really liked Metabots. Everyone else was like, yeah, we got the newest set of Magic, and I'm like, yeah, me too. And then when I'd go home, I'd cry into my Metabots collection. I'm playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Right now. You know what's funny is that I've always wanted to try Master Duel, and then I just never did. I also think about how much Yu-Gi-Oh's changed since the last time I played, and I'm just like, ooh, do I really want to get into that again? Not because it's not because I have anything against Yu-Gi-Oh! Nowadays. I've looked into it. It's quite something. It's just so drastically different from when I remember. I was awful at it. Lulu liked to stomp me to be cruel. See, here's the thing. Up until recently, because I have done my homework on new Yu-Gi-Oh!, I was used to sacrifice monster, get big monster. Now it's nutty. I'm like, oh geez, what even is half of this stuff? Like, I had to watch a video from someone called, oh god, what's his name? You're playing Malice right now? What the heck is Malice? Once it started doing crazy stuff, banish my cards, pay some life points, do like 20 special summons in one turn. Oh my god. That sounds redonkulous, sir. See, the one time I did any playing of any Yu-Gi-Oh! In modern times, I don't even remember my full deck listing, but I remember getting really, really annoyed when I was playing, and I was like, ugh. You know what? I'm gonna just look up a combo that's annoying, just to slow the game down. And then I made that combo, and never got around to playing. Let's see, though. I had to watch a video from a guy called TCG Anime, I think. And I was just watching how all of the summoning mechanics work nowadays, and I'm like, how do y'all keep track of all of this? Like, legitimately, I think modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Is impressive because I can't figure out how you do anything. Like, conceptually, I understand how the summoning mechanics work now. But when I watch games of modern Yu-Gi-Oh!, I'm like, I have no idea what I'm looking at anymore. Like, okay, I'll give you an example of what I mean. I still think one of the... Okay, so for me, my main deck isn't as crazy as Malice, to be fair. I actually use Ashened, which is only like 8 SS in one turn. I'm going to assume SS means special summon. I don't know all of the terminology of modern Yu-Gi-Oh! So I'm just going to assume... Okay, it does mean special summon. Okay. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. Like I said, conceptually, I know how the summoning mechanics work, but I don't know how to do it, and whenever I watch any Yu-Gi-Oh! Play happening, I'm like, good lord. What is happening with this game? Like, okay, and oh yeah, the example I was going to give was when I learned what Xyz summoning was, I'm like, what? It makes sense on paper, but whenever I see someone pull an Xyz summoning, I'm like, okay, so you just stacked a bunch of monsters underneath this monster to make it a bigger monster, and then you can remove monster from under the big monster, and you can use an ability. Like, okay. Like, conceptually, I know how that will work. But if I tried playing it myself, I'd be like, what the frick am I looking at? And also, just how much stuff is in the extra deck now? I'm like, It's kind of ridiculous. I'm like, woof. How do y'all keep track of that? That is some crazy stuff. Yeah. Xyz summoning is one example of me being like, I understand this conceptually. I do not understand this mechanically. I think the only summoning mechanic that actually made any degree of sense to me was Link summoning. Because it was like, oh yes, you need to summon creatures in accordance to where the arrow is pointing on the card to make it do something. And I'm like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Link summoning, the one that has the most people confused. I actually thought it was very straightforward. It's... Oh god, okay. I was actually gonna say, the one that just never made any frickin' sense to me is pendulum summoning. I do not understand it. I don't think I want to understand it. Pendulum summoning, just... Oh god. I know how it... I can conceptualize it. That's okay, pendulums are bad anyways. When you say bad, do you mean like meta-wise they're bad, or do you just mean like the mechanics of the cards themselves are bad? Because like I can conceptualize how a pendulum summon works, especially when I read the rules on them. But I was like, God, that's finicky. Why would you do that? Like, whenever I thought... Like, when I think about how pendulum summoning is supposed to work, all I can think... Yeah, they're not even rogue viable, and Konami keeps making new ones that don't actually use the pendulum summoning mechanic. Okay. Alright. That's, very suspicious. And by very suspicious, I mean dorky and janky. Okay, good. Okay, I said okay good and my phone heard it as okay Google. No, stop. I don't wanna do that right now. Go away. But yeah, no. It just seems so janky to use pendulum monsters, man. I'm like, what are you even supposed to do with those? Like, I mean, I know what the mechanics are conceptually, like I said. It's just like, because in theory it sounds kind of busted. And then I start thinking about it more. And the part of my brain that likes to break games is just like, what are you even meant to do with a pendulum monster? Because I know you're supposed to stick them on either sides of the spell and trap zone. And I know that you get to summon monsters between. They were really broken on release. Yeah, because the way that it's written, like, the way the mechanic is written, it's like, but Konami hated the design, so now they're bad. Because, like, correct me if I'm wrong, but the way the mechanics are supposed to work are that you stick two pendulum monsters on either side of the spell and trap zone, and then based on the numbers on the cards and like the position that you put them in, you can summon monsters anywhere between like those two numbers, right? In terms of their like level value. They even changed the rules to make them bad. Oh my god. But yeah, correct me if I'm wrong, that's how it works, right? So conceptually, to me, that sounds busted as hell. That sounds like stupidly busted. But Konami didn't like them, so now they're dumb. Let's see. I think one of the biggest nerfs was putting them into the normal spell and trap zones instead of their own designated zones. They used to have their own zone? Ayo. Wait. Plus, you can only pendulum summon from the extra deck to the extra monster zone. Or a zone a link points to. That's stupid. That's really stupid. What the heck? Why would you do that? Why would you make a jank mechanic even more jank? That's so dumb. What the heck? Konami, why would you do that? I failed to see the point in why they would do that. Okay, hang on. Sorry, I was just making sure that this is flush real quick. I'm gonna have to do it to the other side now. Oh, I love Plastaweld. And just how much it can complicate my builds. Let's see, there's another summoning mechanic that I thought was interesting, and then I realized, what the frick am I reading? And that one is... Let's see, and that summoning mechanic is the idea of... Sorry, I had to do that. Synchro summoning. And I'm not gonna lie, Even though I've read up on synchro summoning and I know how synchro summoning is supposed to work conceptually, I still don't get it. Because you need to use a tuner monster, and then you need to do, like... Synchros have been around for so long, but it's super easy, honestly. I still don't get it. Like, Link monsters, I understand, because it makes sense to me conceptually. I still don't get how synchro summoning works. I know, like, you're supposed to... I think it's supposed to be, like, you use a tuner and another monster, and it's basically, like, normal sacrifice summoning to a degree, but you have to use the tuner and you have to use another monster as material that the card specifies. Am I even getting anywhere in the ballpark of correct with that? Let's see. Yeah, some monsters have a tuner subtype, and you send a tuner and a non-tuner whose level equals the synchro monster's level. Okay. It sounds like... Some cards specify, but most are generic, okay. Because I remember That's it, nothing more complicated. So it's basically ritual summoning with extra steps. It's ritual summoning with extra steps, and you don't need a ritual summon card. That's kind of what I took away from with that. I could be completely wrong. Yeah, but from the extra deck, so it's super available. Oh, okay. So it's a better version of ritual summoning. I think I can get behind that. That's less complicated than I was expecting. Okay, so, like... I know that one of the examples that I like to pull from when I look at synchro monsters is Stardust Dragon. And it looks like you need... I don't remember the specifics of it, but Stardust Dragon uses, like... certain tuner monsters, I think. I feel like Yugi from Bonds Beyond Time right now, where he's like, synchro what? Stardust Dragon? Nah. See, I know nothing about modern Yu-Gi-Oh!, so, Sleeps, you're gonna have to be my guide here, because I don't know jack. I remember Stardust Dragon is a level 7 generic synchro. So other than the fact that it's a synchro monster, it doesn't really have any more, like, specific requirements to summon. Am I understanding that correctly? Like I said, I'm kind of a doofus when it comes to modern Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't know. I come from the era of I sacrifice monster, I play bigger monster. Actually, to be more specific, I used to play a trap-oriented deck. I'm gonna be so real. I've made myself I've been playing since... I don't know what Lebwid is. I'm sorry. I'm not good with the, I can't type it correctly, goddammit. I'm sorry, I'm not good with Lobud. Legends of the Blue Eyes White Drac. Oh. That's about the same... Okay, so that's when I got my start. I didn't know it had an acronym. But, yeah, I wanted to make a trap deck, because, honestly, I love playing Control. Oh, okay, Lob. I recognize Lob. Everyone in my school used Lob. Back in the day. Okay. Okay. Yeah, okay. Legends of... God, that's so nostalgic for me right now. Legends of Blue Eyes, White Dragon. I recognize Lob. Okay, thank you. And then I think I played up until... Let's see. I played right up until they did the Pyramid of Light movie. Not very long. I moved on to Magic after that. And I'll tell you what, one of my favorite things about Yu-Gi-Oh! That I read about nowadays is just how insane combo potentials are now. And just how ridiculous you can structure your deck. It almost makes me want to play Master Duel, just so I could experiment with cards. I just don't know how well I do, because I'm already kind of, like, out of the whole card game thing and TCG stuff, with just in general. I wanted to do some Gundam TCG, but Gundam TCG hasn't come where I live, so... At least not yet, anyway. So... I've wanted to try Gundam TCG. I also want to try the Gundam Miniatures game that's coming out. Let's see, Gundam Miniatures game, and also the I also want to try Master Duel at some point, just so I can experiment with cards. That used to be my favorite thing to do back in the days, just theory craft about decks I can play. I don't know if that's weird to say, but... I had more fun theory crafting about the deck that I wanted to play, rather than actually playing the deck. And I will say this, actually. There used to be a guy that came into my streams pretty regularly when I was doing Gundam Breaker. His name was Stone Age, who talked a lot about the state of modern Yu-Gi-Oh! And he got me interested in a deck, and I don't know if it's good or bad or not. He told me it was pretty bad, but... He got me interested in the concept of the Ursa Arctic deck, because it's basically bear mechs. And I was like, okay, I'm listening. He said it was bad, though. So, I don't know if I would want to do a bad deck on purpose, but... Bear robots sounds like a lot of fun. Check out the Super Quantal. Okay. Give me one moment while I organize my runners, and I will do so. And Ryziel. I'm gonna guess that both of those have to do with robots. And if they do, then you're speaking my language. Because I would totes do a robot deck of some description if I played. Let's see, where did I put the runners? For the Super Quantus Super Sentai! Okay, I'm listening. Ryziel is petrol-powered robots. Oh my god, dude. You are speaking my language. Because those are two things that I would really like. Okay, hang on. I need to put my runners in a more organized fashion before I take a look. Because that sounds hysterical, and I want to witness it. Though Ryzeal is the deck right now. Okay, hang on. Uno momento. We must do research. We must do research. And that research... Alright, hang on. No, not that one. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it in a window in a window. What is happening? Well, it looks like I'm going to have to... It's windowception happening right now. Oh no, what have I done? Oh, there it goes. Now it's sensing it correctly. Malice is my favorite in Modern Table because it's Alice in Wonderland mixed with malware. That sounds very intriguing. Okay, so then I'm looking up Super Quant. Yu-Gi-Oh! Super Quant. The Super Quant archetype, Choryo, is an archetype debuting in Booster SP Wing Raiders. Contains two sub-archetypes, Super Quantum and Super Quantal Mech Beast. Ayo. Playing style. The Super Quant's archetype's main goal is to rapidly Xyz summon its Xyz monsters, well, I'd hope so, and use their effects to disrupt the opponent's field and strategies, as well as attack with overwhelming force. Yeah, that sounds like Super Sentai. I want to look at the card art, though. Yep, they're Super Sentai that Xyz into their Zoids. Okay, what? What the heck? That is indeed very Super Sentai. What the heck? Oh my god, they do have Zoids. What the heck? Super Quantal Mech Beast Ouroboros. Oh my god. Super Quanta... They are Kamen Rider characters. Alright, let's see. Ryzeal is the next thing I need to look up. Ryzeal Yu-Gi-Oh! Okay, and the Super Sentais give their powers to their Xyz so they pilot their mechs. Oh, that's cool. That just straight up looks like a Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann. That just straight up looks like Gurren Lagann. Ayo. Or like... That looks dope. Or it looks like Mazinger, I guess. Oh, that's really cool. What the heck? Alright. Ryzeals look cool. I like that. The coolest part of those two decks is they can synergize into a single deck. Why did you have to tell me that? Now you know I'm gonna... Now I'm gonna try and find a deck list to do that. Because that sounds ridiculous. Let's see, I'm gonna tell you the two archetypes that they're in Master Duel, which is free-to-play friendly. Oh, okay. I'm gonna tell you the two archetypes that Stone Age told me about that sounded really, really cool that I wanted to look into. And Sleeps, you can tell me if they're booty cheeks or not. But the first one was Ursa Arctic. I think that's what it was called. And Ursa Arctic. Yu-Gi-Oh! And I like them purely because they're bear robots. I like the aesthetic. Ursa Arctic is doo-doo. No! Well, dang, that makes me sad. But yeah, I just purely love the aesthetic of the Ursa Arctics. They look cool. Like, Megapolar right there looks amazing. Polar Star looks silly, and I love that. But I liked him purely because Bear Mech. They're lore-related and semi-viable to a semi-viable deck, which is the Drytron, which are robot dragon-looking things. Oh my god. Werebite. Werebite. Werebite, Werebear. Werebear? There Bear. Let's see, the other archetype was the punk archetype, and it's spelled really stupid. Hang on. N-K... Yeah, I also really love the punk cards. Just purely on style. Punk is more of an engine than a proper deck. Please explain. Like I could work in Punk into other decks. They want to be part of another deck. Okay. But yeah, I just love the style of the Punk cards. I think they look cool. Because they have like this weird like J-Rock style to them that just makes me happy. And they got these like brighter neon colors. So, yeah, they're really good at getting guys out and stuff, but don't have anything to do with all of their guys. Oh, that's sad. So, if I wanted to run Punk in a different deck, I could. But there's no real way to do, like, a full-on dedicated Punk deck. Ukiyo-e, Punk Amazing Dragon. So you want to pair them with, like, Gold Pride, which is based on Redline. Okay. Gold Pride Yu-Gi-Oh! Okay. Alrighty then. Alright. I'm gonna just let the master explain while I go back to building Gunpla. But, yeah. So those were the archetypes that Stone Age pointed out to me where I'm like, I really want to play with those. Those sound dope. They can be a good-ish deck, but they just aren't strong at their finish. Talking about Punk. So you want to put them in a deck that has good payoff, but slower startups. I mean, I liked playing Control and Magic, so that sounds kind of up my alley anyway. I feel like that would work out well for me. Oh my god, I'm yawning. Alright, I think it's dried enough that I can test fit. Okay, good. Okay, good. It'll actually stay in there. That's all I care about. Okay, now I need to remove the GN drive condenser. Oh, please don't be stuck. Okay, good. I thought it was going to be stuck for a second, and I was going to be upset. If you like Magic, there's a deck called Runic, which plays a bit more like a Magic the Gathering in Yu-Gi-Oh! And is themed around being a first-person character in an RPG like Skyrim. Oh, God. Okay. That's interesting. But normally I like playing more control-style decks, is what I was really getting at. So, like, something... Not something that really stalls out the game, but something that controls the tempo of the game. That's what I should say. Like one of my one of my older decks in Magic was simply centered around fabricating and turning enemy creatures into artifact creatures that I could then use to cheat out Darksteel Colossus. I called it my one-shot the robot deck. It was really funny. All of the main deck cards are spells, and then their monsters are all summoned from the extra deck. They cast spells that destroy or negate or protect during the opponent's turn. Okay. 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 Well, one of these days I'm going to have to play Master Duel. And I'm going to have to put some of that stuff to the test. Simply because I like breaking games and I like finding cool deck combos. So we'll see. Ad break starting. That is fine. Okay. I should clean that up more when it's dry. I'm going to set it to the side for now. I think I've got most of the armor built. Alright, now I need to look at the Amazing Exia backpack part. No, I'll do that later. The bit that I really wanted to work on is this. The back armor. Because I wanted to be able to put stuff on it. So, I need to demarcate a spot that I can drill into. And then I think right there. Okay. If I can gouge out a little bit to the right there. There we go. Yeah, one of these days I'm going to have to play Master Duel and just play around with some of these. Sounds like a lot of fun. I just need to carve out some time, like I'm carving out... Like how I'm carving out some material here so I can make a 3mm adapter for a back piece. I'm sad. I miss my 3mm drill head. Because that thing was a godsend when it came to making adapters. I'm going to have to get a new one at some point. And I can kindly say that after I'm done with this Kitbash, and when I say done, I mean I'm also going to try and paint the dang thing too. When I actually get around to it, though, I think it would be cool to paint all of the armor up and make it look nice. Really give it a good cleanup. And then I'll work on... I got an MGSD kit. Specifically, I got the MGSD Gundam Barbatos. And it is really, really cool looking. Like, I think this is going to be one of those kits that I don't do anything to it other than straight assemble it and then clean it up a bit. Because it looks really dope on its own. And I also just love the Gundam Barbatos and Iron-Blooded Orphan stuff in general, so... To me, anyway... That kit looks super sexy. Alright, let's see here. And, like I mentioned before, if you hear like a sudden gust of wind, that's just me blowing plastic out of the joints here. Oh, God. Now I'm thinking about all the, Magic the Gathering I used to play. Okay. Alright, let's see if it fits. Do you fit? Ooh, almost. I think, actually. No, it works. It fits perfectly. Nice, okay. Cool, so I made an adapter that will fit. And will go on to a, and will go onto the back of the core Gundam. Nice. Hang on. Hang on. Oh, no. Oh, yes. There it goes. That was a cavalcade of emotions there for a moment. I was like, please fit. If it didn't fit, I was going to be mildly sad. But we got it. So I have all of the Gund bits equipped right now. And actually, hang on. I'm going to do another adjustment, just to make sure that it fits well. And that's going to be a turning down like that. And then I just need to adjust how these sit. Real quick. There we go. Now it'll fit just perfectly, I think. Please? Yeah, there we go. That's what I like to see. Alright. So now the Gundam bits fit perfectly on there, onto my amazing Exia armored machine. Now I need to make the backpack for the amazing Exia. And that's going to be a fun process. Because... scooch on over there. There we go. Let's see. That'll be a fun process. Is all I was gonna say. Really? Okay. So I have a GN drive condenser right there. But I must construct AA parts now. Wait. Additional pylons? Maybe. There we go. Alright. H6. Where is H? Not that one. That's Core Gundam parts. So I need H. There it is. And where are you? Okay, there it is. H6. Then trim the gates off. Come now, swing wide those gates, 'cause I have paid my penance kindly. When in time for Judgment Day, somehow under my faith, it turns out the gods we thought were dying were just sharpening their blades. I'm starving. I'm gonna step away. If you're gone before I come back, big love, Robob. Otherwise, see you soon. Alright. Please feed yourself, sir. Have you been waiting along for me? Have you been waiting along for me? Oh, I am the final dawn. I am the flood. What was missing from the scriptures will be written in my blood. Deep down into the past. What good is all these talk of wings when there is nothing left above? Have you been waiting along for me? Have you been waiting along for me? No matter how we feel, we've got a taste for one another and a few good years to kill. But no matter what is real, it seems that even in Arcadia you walk beside me still. Have you been waiting along for me? Have you been waiting along for me? Where did I put... Where did I put the dang polycaps? Oh, there they are. I thought I lost them for a sec. I was like, yeah. Turns out we're good. I was going to be a bit perturbed for a sec, and then I was like, oh, actually, I found them. We're actually good. Let's see now. Let's see now. Make that. Make that. Oh, come on. There we go. Let's see. Yeah, there it is. Let's see. I need H8. And then I'm gonna need... Okay. I'm gonna hope that my phone can support that weight for a moment. If it can't, that would be a disaster. That would be a disaster waiting to happen. Wouldn't it? Got right, Frankie. Let's see, the 3 I9s. Okay. Oh, well, I've I've been waking up under blades, blue blossom days. If only Damocles would hit me back. No alabaster carvings of faces on a farthing would prevent my head from fading to black. And it feels like falling into the sea from outer space in seconds to me. And I'll play discordant days on repeat till they look like harmony. And when the river runs dry and the curtain is cold, how will I know if I can't see the bottom? Come up for air and choke on it all. No one else knows that I've got a problem. What if I can't get up and stand tall? What if the diamond days are all gone? And who will I be when the empire falls? I'll wake up alone and I'll be forgotten. Well, I know I should be touring, I know these chords are boring, but I can't always be killing the game. No golden grand pianos or voices from the shadows will do anything but feel the same. And it feels like falling into the deep from somewhere way up over the peaks. And I'll play discordant days on repeat until the tape runs out on me. When the river runs dry and the curtain is cold, how will I know if I can't see the bottom? Come up for air and choke on it all. No one else knows that I've got a problem. What if I can't get up and stand tall? What if the diamond days are all gone? And who will I be when the empire falls? Wake up alone and I'll be forgotten. Well, nobody told me I'd be begging for relief when what is silent to you feels like it's screaming to me. Well, nobody told me I'd get tired of myself when it all looks like heaven, but it feels like hell. When the river runs dry and the curtain is cold, how will I know if I can't see the bottom? Come up for air and choke on it all. No one else knows that I've got a problem. What if I can't get up and stand tall? What if the diamond days are all gone? And who will I be when the empire falls? I'll wake up alone and I'll be forgotten. I've had a bit of sleep token on my brain recently. I don't know why, but I do. I've got sleep token on the brain. I've had a lot of music on my brain recently, actually, now that I think about it. One of these days, especially if I learn how to get good at it, I'm trying to figure out how to make my own music. I don't know how well it'll go down. Probably not very well, because I suck, but I do think eventually I would like to. I've got lyrics written for a bunch of songs that I've never put to editing software. And I probably should, especially before I get too old and my voice gets too decrepity, I suppose. But I don't know. Oh no! Polycaps, don't do this to me. Okay, good. Whew! Crisis averted. I thought for a moment I was gonna end up having to chase down some polycaps near my desk. That would have been a mess and a half. Let me tell you. Let me tell you what, buddy. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry. I'm getting goofy in my old age. Far more goofy than a cartoon Disney dog. Cool thing about this too is actually, now that I'm looking at it, is I can actually put a bunch of components under the whatchamahoozit. No who's-its and what's-its galore. I don't care. I've got everything. I don't know how that song goes, and I don't want to get sued by Disney. Because Lord knows they'd get me for something. It'd be a lot of something I don't want to have any trouble with. You mark me. That's how it would be. Okay. Now then. I need the H1s. The H1s now are crucial to the operation at hand. Let's see. Oh, come on. Cease. I've also been kind of in a singy mood lately. I don't know why. But singing kind of puts... I don't know. Puts a grin on my face. I'm not any good at it, but I like doing it. It makes me feel good. Wait, it'd probably help if I actually showed what I'm doing down here. Oh my god. I swear I'm not trying to be bad at this. My god. Oh man, I thought I was going to be a lot worse. I need to do a little bit of cleanup, but I thought that was going to be way worse than it was. Especially since all I did was just twist them off. So there's still going to be a little bit of flash on there that I'm cleaning off right now. Let's see. I'm also feeling a little bit sniffly. I think for the last couple of days I've been coming down with something, but I don't know what, and I don't like it. I'm hoping I don't come down with anything, like, crazy. Because I can't really afford to miss work, and I don't want to miss streaming. But I can feel something creeping on me. Like, I don't know if any of y'all have ever gotten like this before, but you know that you're like something's wrong in your body and you're like, oh, I'm gonna be sick soon. That's kind of where I'm at right now, and I don't like it. I'm like, oh frick, I don't want to be sick. Like, can I not Can that just not be an option in life right now? I would very much prefer it if I was not sick. For frick's sake. But I feel something creeping up on me and I don't like it. I'll tell you what. Rain, soot, or rain, or sleet, or shine. I'll still come live for you guys. Even if I end up getting sick. I'm like, let's see. 40 is going to be... Okay, I see how it works. I need to do 1 and 2 first. And then presumably it will work the same way the other way around, so... Here we go. 1 and 2, and then 5. It really doesn't matter which way I come at this, does it? Okay, good. Good that it doesn't really matter either way. Bad that I'm getting kind of stuck. But the assembly is going well. And now all I can hope for... I just now realized something. I'm an idiot. I forgot to post on Twitter that I was going live. Oh, I'm bad at this. It may help if I post to my own socials what I'm doing tonight. Oh my god. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. I can't believe I've done this. Oh well. I think tomorrow I'm going to play some Mecha Break on stream too. I need to get back into playing it because I miss it. I miss it so much. It's a fun game, and yet I neglect it. It's just data on my... It's just data on my hard drive right now. Gathering dust with time. Alright, how does this work? Oh, okay, I see. I don't see any more. Ah. Naruhodo ne. Naruhodo ne. Okay. Sorry. It's also been a while since I've spoke Japanese, so I'm highly out of practice. So if I say something stupid, I'm sorry. I usually say stupid things, though. I also tend to do stupid things, because this piece needs to go around the other way. Because I'm a weirdo. Let's see, Alright. Cool. Got that piece assembled. And now I need to get the other piece assembled. Fantastic. And since I remember how it was done the first time, I don't really need to reference the instructions just yet. But yeah. I guess right now I can start venting about work, because I'm gonna just say it right now, whenever pumpkin spice season comes around, I'm like... I always get, like, really stupidly annoyed whenever pumpkin spice season comes around at work. Just makes me want to bash my head against a wall. I don't know what it is about this season. It brings a lot of bad out in people, and I'm like, where did you people come from? My goodness. And why are you biting my head off? It's not my fault distribution doesn't give us enough stock to keep your pumpkin spice nonsense on these here shelves. You know what? If it makes people happy, I guess it doesn't matter, but it annoys the crap out of me. I'm like, It's every time. Every time I try and think about something positive to say at work, I'm like, wow, y'all really gonna test me this way today, ain't you? Because generally speaking, I like being positive. And I like being a little bit more, like assume the best of people. However, whenever I go to work, it really challenges that for me sometimes. I'm like, really? Alright, let's see. Now that I have these built, how do they click together? Okay, that's how. So this bit needs to actually be a little more... Wait. I think that's right. It doesn't feel right, but I'm gonna just trust the process. I don't think it was right. Oh my god. Oh no, okay, I just had it backwards. Never mind, we're good. Never mind. Alright. Come on, get in there. There we go. Fantastic. No. This one has to go the same way, so let's click that into place real quick. And then... no, actually. I did the exact same thing as I did to the other side. It's just completely backwards. It's fine. I'm an idiot. Let me just do the exact same thing, but on the other side, just to really hammer in that I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, next... I need to click the wings in. Nice, okay. The wings on this bird unit are now clicked in. Alright. And now I need to close these. Yeah, close it up. And then... was it not? So oh, that's how it works. Okay. Okay. So it is supposed to close up tighter like that. Neat. Was not aware of that, but I'm glad I am now. And then... it folds back, and then it clicks into the back like a backpack. Okay, yeah. Cool. I think I'm actually reaching a point where it's starting to look like something. I think this is dry enough where I can test fit it. So let's do it. a test fit. Ooh, yeah, here we go. Here we go. Now we're cooking. We're cooking with gas. Look at it. I mean, that bit just fell off, but we're making progress, boys. This looks good. What the heck? Alright, cool. We're looking fly right now. Heck yeah. And I think... Oh, come on. Snap in there, please. There it goes. Alright. My Rubris Core Gundam is now fitted with amazing Exia armor. Heck yes. Look at this. And not only that, but I was able to fit all the Gundam bits on here too, so it looks even more fly than normal. Like, if we take a look at the back right now, we have all of the, we have all of our components fitted. Now we just need to do a little bit of cleaning. And then I'm ready to prime the armor and actually paint the Gundam itself, but that might have to be for another stream. For right now, I actually want to work on the Core Gundam's beam spray GN sword thing real quick, because it doesn't really fit the way I want it to. It's still a little floppy. So I think maybe I want him to stand up. Hang on. This backpack is ridiculous and I love it. But I need to work on the beam spray GM sword. So my boy's gonna have to be without a weapon for a moment. Sorry about that. And I think if I just use the rail lines from the normal GN sword, I'll be able to make it work. So I need to go back real quick in the instructions to figure out where it is. And then I can adapt it a little bit. I don't know why it took me so long to figure out how to use the word adapted, but here we are. Alright. Where is that? Where's that rail piece? Oh, there it is. Nice. Alright. Plop that right there. And now I must snippity snip that bit out. Go ahead and try to figure out how I'm going to fit it. Oh, okay, I see now. I see where my hubris led me. Okay, let me just detach that real quick. My god, okay, I figured it out. Oh, boy. Oh, brother. Alright. There we go. Now, that, in theory, should lock it in a little better. And then... Oh my god, excuse me. Ah, okay, there we go. And not only does it actually look better when I do that, it'll actually be secure when I fold it up and down now. Look at that. Now it's actually tight enough and it won't flop around all over the place. Hello, Midnight. How you doing? There is indeed technology occurring here. Yeah. I managed to actually get the beam spray GN sword to work. And I'm very happy with it. It looks cool. And we've got the backpack finished on the Rubris Core Gundam. And I was able to fit all of the bits on there. Tried streaming on Twitch, didn't really go well, sadly. Oh no, I'm sorry. If you don't mind me asking, what happened? Was it like technical issues or... Let's see. Hello, Sleeps, welcome back. We got the backpack done. Look at that. My boy has his backpack. We managed to make the modifications necessary to let the wing fall off. Let's see. Yeah, that's fine. And we also got the GN beam spray gun done. So, we're sitting kind of pretty right now. Oh, come on. Oh, don't you do this. Don't you do this. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. Okay. Sorry. I'm progressively getting more and more goofy the more tired I get. Should be up and in. There we go. Yeah, we're pretty much done with the build. I just need to do a lot of cleanup, and I need to finish the other weapon systems, and do something about the fact that this skirting armor keeps falling off. Because unfortunately, Core Gundam doesn't really have the best, like, attachment points. So I always end up attaching them, and they end up being too loose and falling off. But we have amazing Exia armor on here now, and I'm very proud of it. Let's see, some people joined acting weird, made me really uncomfortable, started saying that they will pay me money to do something, I don't know what. And when I banned one of them for calling me a good boy, the other one called me racist, then Twitch wanted me to verify my number, so I did that, and started streaming again for a bit, then I figured out how to raid, and raided my friend. Oh, dang. Well, I'm sorry that they made you uncomfortable, that sucks. It's not how it should be. Sorry to hear that. That really sucks. Yeah. I am sorry that you had that bad experience, though. That really sucks. Shouldn't be that way. You should be able to chill and hang out, vibe with your audience, and not have to worry about being uncomfortable. I'm gonna drop a follow if you stream again. I'll drop in and bring some big bro energy for you. Yeah. I think I'll give you a follow too. Hang on. Let me prop up my Gundam real quick. Let's give Midnight a follow. And if I'm able to catch you, then and then if I'm able to catch you, we'll do some we'll try and bring some positivity, you know? No pressure to do so, though, if it was too much. Yeah, only do it if you feel uncomfortable. Comfortable enough to do so. Nah, we will. If we can get you some positivity going on in there, we will. Because, streaming should be fun. It shouldn't have to be stressful, you know? So I'm gonna drop you a follow too. And if I can catch you sometime for work, or like when I'm not working or when I'm not streaming myself, I will pop on by and hang out for a bit, you know? Yeah, we want to give people good experiences in streaming. We don't want people to get all uncomfortable and shit. That'd be bad. So allow us to support you. We'll bring the good energy to you. And if anyone says anything that makes you uncomfortable, we'll pop them in the nose. Let's see. Can I get the GN sword in there without knocking the whole model over? Can I do it? No, I cannot. Okay, it's fine. At this point, I'm just going to commit to the bit. I'm going to commit to the bit. Okay. I banned the other two after a while, so yeah. Fair enough. But yeah, no one should have to feel uncomfortable when they stream. It should be a fun thing. So, we'll bring the thunder for you. Okay. I'm gonna make an executive decision here, and I'm actually gonna glue the hands shut. Because I actually like, good, you definitely need to set your boundaries, and if people don't respect your boundaries, they got to go. That's right. That's right. If people don't respect your boundaries, kick them. They don't get to watch you. I'm sorry you had to be put in a position where you had to ban people in the first place, but yeah, gotta respect them boundaries, you know? This is my first stream on Twitch after streaming on YouTube for a while. Oh, dang. I really do need to remember how to make them. Yeah. But, yeah. I'll try and catch you I'll try and catch you the next time you go live, too. Let's see. Self-care is underrated. Self-care is underrated. Gotta set boundaries for yourself, and you gotta know when it's time to say enough. And if people don't respect them boundaries, you gotta kick them. Kick them squarely in the tuchus, right out the door. Alright. Let's see. There it is. Okay. There we go. Yes, I need to just glue the hands shut. Yeah, no problem. No problem, Midnight. We got you. No one should have to feel uncomfy when they stream. Let's see. Oof, come on, get in there. Get in there. Get in there. I gotta get in there. Sorry, I'm making that joke again. It's such a lame joke. Let's see. I gotta love that old Yu-Gi-Oh, though. I am doing a Kitbash for my Rubris Core Gundam. I'm using the Amazing Exia parts in order to make armor for my Core Gundam. Give me just one moment to finish gluing the hand shut. Is that some sort of transformer? Or, I mean, it transforms. It is called Gunpla. So, it's basically like a model kit for Gundam, for the Gundam franchise. And yeah, it's a fun little hobby. It's plastic model making. There are transformer models that you can pick up and build as well. But I'm actually... Whoa, cool, you never heard of Gundam, but it sounds cool. Yeah! Gundam is actually really, really, really cool. And the plastic model kits that you can build off of them are really, really cool too. It's a community that I recently... Well, not recently, but... It's a community that I've been a part of for quite a while and only started streaming recently. So, anytime I get to, like, gush about Gundam or talk about Gunpla or just talk about plastic model kits in general, I like to do so. But these model kits are really, really fun to build. I'm kind of breaking the rules. And that's the fun of kit bashing, is that I'm making parts that aren't supposed to fit together in my way. So normally, where did I put him? I know I have a Core Gundam here somewhere that I can show. I'll grab him in a sec. But basically, I spent a long time, like, building stuff with Legos. Yeah, kinda. Yeah, except instead of following the instructions like you would normally get in, like, a Lego set, because I have my directions right here, and I know how this kit's supposed to look. What I've done is I've actually kind of taken all of the parts to make something completely unique and something... Yeah, Legos, they don't always fit, so you have to make adjustments so they do fit. Yeah, like that. That's a better way of explaining it. But, yeah. So normally... So... Grab him real quick. So normally... You'd have a... So... I would get... So, sorry, I'm, like, jumbling my words now. But, inside of my Kitbash here, this guy, is a smaller Gundam called a Core Gundam. I customized that Core Gundam to be kind of like to be like a different Gundam entirely. And normally, the inside Gundam looks like that. But this little guy has a special function where I can, where you can pull the arms out and like tuck the like legs down, and then inside this Gundam right here is a little guy like this that I customized. So actually, let me get the armor off real quick, and I'll show you what I mean. So if I remove the backpack, if I remove the shoulders, if I remove the shoulders, if they want to come off, I'm going to have to probably do a little bit more work on the shoulders if they're not coming off easy. But let's see. Pop these off. And I need to pop the torso armor off. Yeah, sorry. It can get a little messy sometimes. Let's see. Nope, there goes the booster. Let's see. Pop that off. Pop that off. Pop the V-fin off. Pop the side armor off. Move that back up. Pop the back armor off. Sorry, it's taking a little while. Let's see. Sorry, I was acting like a child when I met you. Stuff happened and I ended up being in a child mindset. That's okay, dude. No worries. Everyone's got their story. It's all good. Let's see. Pop the shoulders back in. It's okay. You don't need to apologize. Nothing to apologize for. Let's see. Gonna pop these out. And pop the armor off. And then what we have here, just feel like I do sometimes because people don't like when I act like it. We don't judge around here. Not around here. No worries. But yeah. So, inside of that bigger Gundam is this little robot. So I had this little tiny robot tucked into a much bigger robot because of all of the armor components that I got right here. So yeah, my little guy was just kind of in there. And I might actually... let's see, how the heck does it fit in there? It's because it has a little bit of a transformation gimmick. Where all of these little armor pieces that I made click onto the main robot to make it bigger. So... Actually, I'm gonna leave... No, I'm not. I'll do it with this one. It's fine. Let's see. Like, give me 1 second and I'll put all the armor back on, because I actually like playing with these once I get them going. Let's see. Gotta push out the shoulders. And bear in mind, this is like one of the more complicated ones that I've made. I've made other kit bashes in the past, which is like making original stuff. I've done other ones in the past too. So you just got to pop the shoulders out, and like I was saying, all these little armor pieces are going to click back onto the main body to create what we call... Oh, where did it go? I know it's in here somewhere. I just had it. Oh, there it is. I thought I lost it for a sec. I was like, no! Alright, let's see. Pop the armor pieces back on. Is it almost in there? Shoot. There we go. And then pop the V-fin back on there. Then we pop the legs back on. Make sure they fit. There we go. Yeah, I really like the transformation gimmick of the core Gundam. Sometimes I wonder if I made these parts just a little too small, though. No, for sure. Just wanted to remember. Yeah. Yeah, we don't shame people for being themselves here. Not to worry. As long as you're chill and you're not harming others, you're good. We welcome all around here. That's how we do. Oh. Okay, there it goes. I was worried for a sec. I was like, oh no. Did I pop it in the wrong spot? Nah, I'm good. Let's see. Pop the arm in. That's what we like to hear. Helping and not harming. That's what we like to hear around here. Let's see. Oh my god, I'm yawning right now. Then we pop the arm back in. Oh wait, what I should do first actually is put the thinking of that conversation, Robob. Did Kat message you about something who's being potentially harmful? I don't want to go into details, but if she didn't, I'm going to reach out to you on Discord at a later time and date. I didn't get a message about that, but if that's the case, maybe we ought to bring it up. Because we don't like harmful here. I think I got, like, the bare bones gist of it on her Discord, maybe? But yeah, I heard about something. I just don't know who. I think she put a notification out on her Discord about it, but maybe, yeah, reach out to me later just to be sure. Agile? No. No, not Agile. That's sad. How dare Agile? Alright, let's see. Meanie of a mod. We have escaped ad jail. Welcome back from the ad jail. Welcome back. Good to see all of you again. Just wonderful to see all of you receiving again. I don't know why I was talking like that, but you know. We do. We do what we do, I guess. Okay. Reassemble. Oh, I don't think I can activate an ad. I think I have to be an editor for that, but now I'm going to go into mod mode and having a looking at what options. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. This one is... I'm going to click in like that. Sorry, I dropped your phone. You're good. All is chill in the world. As all chill should be. Let's see. I need to now click this back in place. The only sad thing about this particular build that I did, I meant to say that I thought only like Twitch could do ads. Yeah. Sorry, yeah, you can manually play ads as a streamer or an editor. I did not know that, actually. I just thought that the ads kind of played on their own. Or maybe that's just how I have it set up. I don't know. I'm an Egypt. I don't really know what I'm talking about most times. Ooh, come on, get in there. Go on in. By default, they're auto-run. I think I actually remember that when I was setting up my, like when I hit affiliate, I was able to set up my ads and how they play. I think I mostly auto-run them. It's because I didn't really want to think about it too much. was like, maybe auto run them. I admit it's also because of laziness. I was like, yeah, I'll just auto run them. It's fine. That's cool to know. I have mine on auto run at an interval that turns off pre-rolls. All right. I think they changed the requirements to become an affiliate now, but when I got it, I had to have a certain number of followers, and I had to stream a certain amount of time in order to get it. I don't know what the requirements are now, if I'm being perfectly honest. On average, 3 viewers, 50 hours over 30 days, and 10 unique chatters. But yeah, Midnight. This is what it looks like when the Gunpla is fully kitted out. That little guy fits in all of this armor. It took me a little while to get him set up, but it's worth it in the end because it looks really, really dope. Yeah, sorry. Let me get the skirting armor back on there because it popped out again. I gotta do something about that. I gotta fix it up somehow. But unfortunately, Core Gundam armor tends to be a little loose sometimes. Ah, there we go. So, yeah. This is what my guy looks like when he's all kitted out. That tiny robot can turn into a much bigger robot once you click all the armor onto him. You're not 100% sure over the hours over 30 days, by the way. The other two are accurate. And it's not 10 unique chatters in one stream, it's in total. Okay. I remember the conditions were a little bit different back in the day, but... yeah, Midnight, this is what the Core Gundam is. It's basically a tiny Gundam that can get a bunch of armor put on it and become a much larger one. A much larger, more epic-looking one. And I modified how my personal Core Gundam looks. Because this is the normal one. And the one that I have is slightly different. I don't know if you could see, and if I could get really close to the camera. But I wanted to have like more of a visor shape to them. And I also wanted to put these ear antennas like right up here on the top of the head. And I also upgraded the leg armor and all that. But this is what the little guy normally looks like. Very plain, very cool, very demure. He's a cool looking little dude. They changed the chatters requirement to 25 followers. Still easy to achieve. Yeah. I remember it was pretty easy back in the day, too. Also... come on, if I can get out of there. There we go. I also modified my boy's beam spray gun. So this is normally what the weapon looks like. And I modified mine to have a little sword attachment to it. Like a little sword and shield attachment to it that can flip up and down like that. So, yeah, that's my Rubris Core Gundam. And amazing Exia armor. I'm very proud of this thing. It's been a while in the making, but I'm gonna be perfectly real with y'all. I actually started this Kitbash. Did my Mega Beam Rifle inspire that? It may have. To be perfectly honest, though, I've been planning this Kitbash for a while. It's just that when I started doing Gunpla streams, dang, I'm gonna do a lot of chatting for that amount of time. Well, that's the only thing I can do since my stuff burned. Oh no. But yeah, like, admittedly, streaming has given me the opportunity to actually set time aside to do Gunpla stream. And I got inspired by another Gunpla streamer called MDT Feelgood to try and do this. Because at first I was like, man, nobody wants to watch me do that. And then it turns out, oh wait, it's actually fun. Let me keep doing it. And since I like to basically do these on a as I feel like it basis, it just ended up working out for me. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to finish this Kitbash. And I'm going to make people watch me do it. Sorry. But, yeah. And, oh, jeepers. Okay, I just saw what time it is. I'm going to have to start shutting down here because I got to get up early for work. And I just now realized I'm planning on eventually doing a sub-goal for Gunpla Kitbash stream series. You should, dude. Join the online Gunpla building community, my man. Do it. Do it. I want to see it. I want to see your machines. But yeah, this is the current state of the Rubris Core Gundam and Amazing Exia Armor Kitbash. I am very happy with it. I'm not putting on any of the clear parts just yet because I actually want to paint. Expect way too many Astrays. You know what, Sleeps? Astrays are awesome. You absolutely rock that Astray pride, my guy. Astrays are cool. But yeah, this is the current state of the Kitbash. This is what we got so far. I think it's looking cool. But I'm gonna have to start shutting down here soon. Because I gotta get ready for work in the morning. And by in the morning, I mean in 3 hours. So, yeah. Thank you all so much for being here today. Thank you, Midnight. Thank you, Sleeps, for showing up. If you like what I do, check me out. I do my things on YouTube. I do my things all over the internet, really. And once more, this has been Bite the Robots. Thank you so much, Sleeps. The Robob, your weird son, is going to have to go to bed now. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. I'll catch you all in the next one. Don't do nothing I wouldn't do, and spread them good vibes to anyone and everyone. And I will catch you all on the next one. Thank you, Midnight.